welcome to the cave. So today I wanted to make some improvements on the cave since I'm a little bit limited on space. I decided to build a cabinet and place it on top of the workbench. So my cabinet's gonna be 70 centimeters high, it's gonna be 50 centimeters wide, and it's gonna have a depth of 20 centimeters. I'm going to install a drawer at the bottom. It's gonna be 20 centimeters deep, 15 centimeters high, and 50 centimeters wide. So I already pre-cut the four sides for the cabinet, and I'm gonna attach it together with some wood glue and some nails. So let's dig in. I'm going to pre-drill some holes so it's easier to punch in the nails, so I'm just gonna mark them up. I apologize if there's a lot of noise coming from outside. The military is currently practicing and I live less than 5 kilometers from the nearest base. So I'm gonna use 4 nails. I'm gonna pre-drill at 4, 8, 12 and 16. Bingo! So since this is so tiny and this is fairly compact wood, I'm gonna wear safety goggles. I've had one of these shatter before. Luckily nothing happened, but better safe than sorry. There we go. So let's find the glue and see how I'm supposed to do this.
It's so pretty.
24 hours? I don't have 24 hours. Hold the press! Hold the press! I forgot something! I forgot to make holes in this end and this end. Luckily we have a lot of time, so let's get going. So now that I made the holes, I just have to wait for this one to dry. Let's go out and cut the last pieces for the drawer. So it started to rain and I had to go inside. I'm gonna cut the rest of it in here. It might not be on camera since I don't have a lot of room. So I'll see you in a second. So I'm finally done cutting the drawer. It took a lot longer than expected. I had to go to the shop to buy more wood. But at last I'm done. So now we can focus on the assembly. Let's see if this one has dried. Perfect. So let's nail it. Can't believe I just did that. Oh yeah! Wow! So that's one side. Now on to the next. Just have to figure out which one I used. Yeah, this one. Good. And not good. But that I can fix in the end, so... Ow! Do you wanna build a snowman? Or ride our bikes around the hall? I think some company is overdue. Figured I might as well put the top on while this one is drying, since it's gonna help with the pressure. So as long as I don't fasten it here, it should be okay. I fucked up. I made it 60 and not 50. This wouldn't be a problem if it wasn't because I already cut the drawer. So now I'm thinking, how can I save this? Should I just cut some new pieces of wood? I could do that, but the new wood is not the same color as the old one. So that means I'm either stuck with having to use only the new wood or accepting my fate and only have a drawer that's 50 wide and the shelf itself is 60. That means I have 10 centimeters over here just floating around. I could solve this by adding a wall in between, so I'll still have my drawer here, but it will just look stupid. I could cut 10 centimeters off each. The only downside is I already put in one nail to keep it in place, and this side hasn't settled yet. But I'm thinking it would be my best bet. Okay, minor setback. I broke a piece. I was trying to figure out where the water was coming from, so I crawled on the table and broke it. Not to worry, be an easy fix. I'm just gonna have to cut one new piece and then glue it on. So, see you in a few. So, I fixed it. It wasn't the way I intended to fix it, but it's fixed. So now I just need to assemble the drawer and put on the back panel and some shelves, and then we are good to go. So these two will be the front panel. These two will be the side. This one at the bottom because it's the most ugly one. Let's get the womanizer. That was intense. It's okay. Da-da-da-da. Okay, I need to trim some of the edges off. That is totally unexpected. And I messed up again. I made a slight calculation error. Apparently I wasn't supposed to put these on the outside. It just made so much sense. So, conclusion. Me and CAD software? No. Me and drawing in the hand, so I know what I'm doing? Yay. Aha! Instead of adding this as a drawer, then I'm gonna add a handle, and then I have a toolbox. Ah, come on, you gotta admit that's funny. It fits. Not sure what I made, but I made something. See you tomorrow. Day 2. So, yesterday I messed up. I was supposed to have these sides on the inside of the bottom. That would have made it exactly 20 centimeters wide, so it would have been able to fit. But I was thinking I could use a new toolbox because I always drag my equipment back and forth whenever I go outside to test something. So I'm going to add a handle to it instead. Yesterday I got the idea I could have attached the drawer to the cabinet and then cut a hole here. It would have looked really cool, but I do not dig the idea about having 12 millimeters on the back side when I want it flushed up against the wall. So I'm not gonna do that. Also, I'm not gonna make a new drawer at this time. I do have the wood for it. It's just the wrong color wood. So I'm just gonna make a new shelf system and a new toolbox instead. So I know what you're thinking. First, you're thinking what I'm doing on the floor. Secondly, you're thinking I wanted a drawer with a double bottom because I always wanted this. Yes, this is true. I'm gonna build it under my workbench instead. Why? I can make it wider, taller, and deeper. So it would fit more things and I could put some more electronic components in the double bottom. Why I'm not doing it right now? Because I wanted to learn some things about these electronic components first. Remember, this is a whole new territory for me, but I love meddling with things. So that's gonna be a YouTube video for later. So let's get the new toolbox up and running and put some shelves in the cabinet. Let's go. That looks somewhat in the middle. I know it's not perfect, but it's okay. These screws gonna fit perfectly. They're not gonna go through the bottom. Perfect. I know it's a little bit dented, but it's really not a problem. It works. Yeah. Oh, well, that's one. Now I need to figure out how many shelves and how big they need to be. Oh. Ah! I just need to figure out how big the shelves need to be and how many. I think I can pull off 50. Might have to take a little off the top. So according to my high school math, the shelves need to be 21.33 centimeters away from each other. That should give them the same amount of space in between each other. I already measured one side and I'm about to do the other, but first I need to pre-drill the holes. This time I'm not gonna be so precise about where I place the nails. 3 nails should be more than enough. That was one side, on to the next. A last minute change, instead of adding 3 shelves, I'm only gonna do 2. Why? Because I cannot have my oils, my containers, whatnot in between if I put in 3. Then it will only be small stuff. And I do really need the space. So I'm just gonna save this for another day and get back to work. I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to the day where I can afford some decent equipment, so I don't have to rely on my own finesse to make sure that everything is the exact same thing. If I had a table saw, I could just have measured it and then made everything in one go instead of having to stop. So now comes the part that messes me up a little. I'm not sure how to cut this, and I'm not sure how to make it fit perfectly. I think my best bet is to go to each corner and ram a nail through it and then cut off the excess. Let's do it. That was one side. Now I need to find my knife. Where is my trusted knife? I don't think this one will be very efficient. Nah. There we go. This one should be more than enough. Yeah! That was one! Yay! So, despite I don't have a lot of specialized equipment and I have to do all of this in hand, I'm very happy about it. Of course, it is my first one, so it has a few flaws and stuff like that. But since it's only supposed to be out here, I'm happy about it. So this one a little bit annoying. The shelf is going out over the edge of the side. But I can borrow some tools that fixes that. So that's no biggie. Also, I might add some glue here at some point. Despite it didn't end up where I wanted to be, I still ended up in a place where I can say I built some shelves and I built a new wooden toolbox. That's why you call it an adventure. You never know where you're gonna end up. And the most important thing is you had fun and you learned a lot. So thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and like button, and please comment down below if there's anything you think I can do better. And I'm gonna sign off. So take care of yourself, crazy world out there, and Badger out.